not that big, you know. The Earth is 1,000 miles in diameter. Several thousand miles, in diameter, 4,000 if not mistaken. So he is right, that NASA guy is right in saying that the nearest point, in fact, there's another information. The nearest point of that comet passing by our solar system, it will be nearest to the sun on September 11.
So 9/11 na naman.
9/11 na naman, which is 2011.
2011,
And
9/11.
then as it moves along that path, it reaches the nearest to Earth, you're right, around October 17, 2011. But the distance is several million miles. So, and the size is so small to have any impact or effect unless it hits the Earth directly. But what they're saying now is that based on the latest, I was looking at it this afternoon before I came here, it's going to be, the current calculations are still way off, are far from hitting Earth.
Okay.
So there's no fear as far as Comet Elenin is concerned.
Meron bang tsansa na yan ay lumihis at mag-head for the Earth?
There is a hypothesis that it might break up when it reaches the sun. The planet or the comet itself might break up into several pieces, and as it breaks up, it is moving towards Earth. These different pieces, some of this might, change their direction and
directly hit
Earth. Yeah, that's one possible fear. But as of the moment, we don't know. It seems to be a solid rock, according to Leonid Elenin. So, as far as the fear itself is that a lot of people are just listening again. Listening. If you go to the internet, you go Comet Elenin, the first thing you'll see is all the fear mongering. And I think you, as a person who would like to know more what's happening, should look deeper into it and try to see what's really the situation. And then you will start to realize that a lot of the talks are actually not that fearful, not doomsday for that matter. So it should not be a problem as far as Comet Elenin is concerned.
Okay.
So we talk about Nibiru. It's still going to come here probably 600 to 1,000 years from now. Planet X is out of the picture now. And then Comet Elenin is really
yung Nibiru, sinasabi
nothing,
mo, if it does exist.
If it does exist, yes. If it does exist, it will come. Matagal pa. So there's really at this time, nothing to worry about at this point. You're just worrying. What actually I've found out in some of the researchers, not only from the U.S. but the American, the Russian research, is actually the energies that are coming in. It's actually the energies that are coming in and hitting Earth.
Okay. Ano ibig sabihin?
If you will notice, I mean, we know that Earth is in the Milky Way.
Okay. Tapos?
Milky Way is 100,000 light years across. The Earth is located around 28,000 light years from the center of the galaxy. And it takes us something like 220 million years to orbit the galaxy. Earth is around 4.5 billion years. So if you try to compute that means Earth, the solar system, has already orbited the Milky Way 20 times. And as you move from one space or one portion of that Milky Way, you will encounter a lot of things. And some of these are actually the energies, the positive energies, photons, gamma rays, all these X-rays. These are the things that are coming in.
More on galing sa sun eh.
It's coming from all over. All over.
Okay. Narinig mo na ba si astrophotometry?
No,
Hindi pa.
unfortunately, no.
Sige. Sa mga mahal nating tagapakinig, yan, isa sa mga sinasabi niya sa iba't ibang mga, itong na-feature din niya si astrometry noong nagkaroon ng mga earthquakes, no? Bakit napaka-eksakto ni astrometry? Hindi siya nangula, Ang ginagawa ni astrometry ay kumukuha siya ng reflection ng sun, no? Tapos doon niya nakikita yung paghagis ng mga solar flares, at saka nagkakaroon ng mga movement sa surface ng sun, minsan nagkakaroon ng coronal disturbances, no? Scientific an approach siya. So ang ginagawa niya, pinag-aaralan niya yung sun, tapos titingnan niya, tapos nung mangyari nga itong Japan earthquake, nagkaroon ng napakalaking coronal disturbance, no? So kino-correlate niya yan sa nangyayari sa Earth. And each time na merong coronal disturbance o merong tinatawag na minsan may solar flares, ganyan, may nangyayari sa ating mundo. Siguro one time, tingnan mo siya, makikita mo naman siya, i-search mo astrometry. Ang sinasabi niya kasi is that ang main na nagbibigay sa atin ng naghahagis na itong mga negativity na ito o yung mga nangyari ay cause ng sun. Kaya nga, nung unang panahon, ang ating mga ancestors, diba meron tatawag ng sun god Ra, diba, doon, even our own Filipino ancestors, parang sinasamba nila yung araw, diba?
Correct.
Yun. So, ang ibig nyo sabihin ba ngayon, Ed, ay hindi lang sa araw nanggagaling ang iba't ibang klaseng mga energies na ito?
Yes, it's not only from the sun. Well, that's the nearest star as far as Earth is concerned. The nearest star. But we are in this scenario, the Mayan calendar and 2012. Yes, we are crossing what we call the center of the galaxy. But this is actually the plane of the galaxy where the photon energies or the energies from the center are the strongest. So our planet or our solar system actually has entered into this plane, the plane of the spiral, the plane or the ecliptic of the Milky Way. And the energies that are hitting Earth are positive and negative. Some of them are actually affecting us in the sense that it is changing, maybe causing mutations. You know? And some of these energies...
Physical mutations?
Physical mutations. Yes. Example, DNA changes.
Meron nga ba
there is already one scientific paper that I've read of a confirmed child which has already 3 strands of DNA instead of the 2 strands. So this is one mutation that they are saying, and they're saying that from the metaphysical and the esoteric, the DNA activation of mankind as it ascends is the increase in the number of strands. That's one of the hypotheses again of from a metaphysical viewpoint. And a lot of channeled information also are also indicating that there will be some changes in the DNA. As we have to become accustomed to the new energies that are hitting Earth. So, ibig sabihin, tayo, na kahit na 2 strands lang tayo, eventually, mag-change ang DNA natin? Mag-develop, mag-change, yes. Adapting to the new environment. Ayun. That is coming in. So, some people who are reading about the Mayan calendars and the 2012, this seems to indicate the cut-off point. Yes, this is December 21, 2012. Ano ba ibig sabihin? A lot of people think that this is the end of times. Hindi naman eh. Actually, it's more of the beginning of a new age that is coming. And the new age is actually going to be a golden age. And a lot of us will be, again, from a metaphysical viewpoint, will be ascending, changing to another vibration.